This is an interesting article I found on USA Today. This is regarding Cruise autonomous vehicles. They were one of two companies permitted to operate driverless cars in San Francisco, and Cruise just lost its permit. So let me just read a little bit of this article. The article is titled "Why Cruise's Driverless Car Permits Were Just Suspended by the California DMV." General Motors' self-driving taxi company Cruise has halted operations in San Francisco after its deployment and testing permits were suspended by the California Department of Motor Vehicles, effective immediately. The decision comes after one of Cruise's autonomous vehicles was involved in a hit and run earlier this month. The California DMV said its vehicles are not safe for the public's operation and has accused the company of putting the safety of the public at risk by withholding certain information about the incident, which the company denies. The decision comes after a contentious vote by California Public Utilities Commission in August named Cruise as one of the two self-driving taxi companies approved to offer paid rides 24/7 in San Francisco. Cruise involved in a hit and run. According to the statement from Cruise and the DMV, the hit and run took place on October 2nd in San Francisco. Cruise said a Nissan Sentra in a lane next to one of its vehicles struck a pedestrian which entered a crosswalk against a red light. The pedestrian was launched into the path of the Cruise vehicle while it was operating in driverless autonomous mode. The DMV said the Cruise vehicle came to a complete stop but ran over the pedestrian during its hard braking maneuver. It then attempted to pull over, dragging forward the pedestrian underneath the vehicle approximately 20 feet. Cruise said the driver of the Nissan fled the scene as it's still at large. The DMV says Cruise's representatives initially did not disclose or show footage of the vehicle's pullover maneuver after its initial stop, which increased the risk of and may have caused further injury to the pedestrian. The DMV said it learned about the car's subsequent movement from another government agency and received additional footage from Cruise on October 13th, only after it requested a copy of the full video. The DMV said the omission put the safety of the public at risk. The behavior of the vehicle raises concerns that vehicles operated under Cruise's driverless testing permit also lack the ability to respond in a safe and appropriate manner during the incident involving the pedestrian. The DMV suspension order reads, until the department can make a determination regarding the safe operating of the vehicle, the continued operating of Cruise's driverless test vehicles on public roads poses an unreasonable risk to the public. Cruise denied that it omitted any information from regulators and said it shared information with various agencies shortly after the incident, including the full video. Spokesperson Navita Forgani said Cruise representatives met with the DMV on October 3rd, in which we showed them the complete video multiple times. They later requested a copy of the complete video, which we provided to them. Serious concerns about driverless cars. San Francisco in August became the first city in the world to let two self-driving taxi companies, Cruise and Waymo, offer paid rides 24 hours a day. But self-driving cars have been reported pulling annoying, if not dangerous stunts. In January, San Francisco firefighters battled a two-alarm apartment fire, had to smash in the front window of one of Cruise's driverless cars after it entered the firefighting scene and nearly ran over our hoses, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. In March, two of Cruise's driverless cars drove through caution tapes put up after windstorms knocked down trees and trolley wires. This incident raises many serious concerns about the safety of these Cruise driverless vehicles, reads the San Francisco Fire Department's report on the March incident published by Mission Local, a San Francisco news site. San Francisco officials led by City Attorney David Chu have filed an administrative motion with the California Public Utilities Commission requesting it can reconsider its resolution granting Cruise and Waymo the ability to expand their commercial autonomous vehicle fleet. This article was written by Bailey Schultz of USA Today, and it was published on October 24th. I think this is a very interesting article, and this whole episode has been very interesting in that it really highlights some of the challenges that autonomous vehicles have to deal with. For people who, for us who drive cars regularly, some of these mistakes that these autonomous vehicles are making seem quite obvious. But it's, I think it's interesting that we are discovering a lot of these issues with these vehicles. And I suspect that we're probably going to see more of these types of issues. And it'll be interesting to see how regulators and the autonomous vehicle companies deal with some of these challenges. Pretty interesting, I think.